Okay, ladies, we just showed you a couple grinding moves, and now we have a couple more. We have the side grind, and we have something called ticking. So we're gonna show it to you guys first, and we'll break it down. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, awesome. So what we're gonna do again, start with your feet together, bending those knees. Good. Again, we're gonna lift up our hips. Now the trick to this first side grind is to lift up your foot off the floor. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show you from the side, I'm lifting my heel off the floor so I can pull my hip up even more. So when I do that, I'm gonna pick it up with the right, pick the hip up, sit in it, sit down, bending the knees. Now I'm gonna go to the opposite side. Lifting up the hip, picking the foot off the floor, sitting it down, and bending the knees lower to come back to center. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Really rolling through the hip. Push it up, bring it down. Up, down. Now this might feel a little awkward at first, but I'm really trying to get you guys to pick up the hip. And it's even better when you pick your foot off the floor. Good, now we're gonna get a little body roll going with it. So what you wanna do when you stick out that hip is stick your ribs out too. So we're picking it up, putting it down. Picking it up, putting it down. Good, really rolling over the hip. Place your hands on your hips. Really keep those knees bent and roll over. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Pick up that hip. We just learned how to roll our hips and pick them up in a couple moves before. So really use these moves to help you in this side one. Okay, let's flip it around back. Show you how it's done from the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2. Good. Really push it out. Use those shoulders too. See how Erin is using her shoulders to really get that hip rolling? Good. Really lift up that foot. Take notice at the balls of my feet. My heels are coming off the ground and I'm on the tippy top of my toe. Good. Bend those knees. Start to use your stomach too. Really pushing your waist with your hip. Okay, awesome. Now we're gonna turn it around and we're gonna show you ticking. So the exact same movement from the circular grind, except you're gonna stop and thrust forward, thrust your hips side, thrust your hips back, side, front. Very sharp movements. Again, side, back, side, front. So you really wanna thrust those hips to each direction, making a box. Good. Side, front. Really thrust it. Very sharp, sharp movements. Good. Now, when we do this a little bit faster, your movements are going to be a little bit smaller. You don't want to over-exaggerate them. Now we're over-exaggerating them to really get that thrusting motion. You guys can really feel the sharp movement. Let's try this one a little bit faster. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Stop those hips. Go. Push, side, back, side. Push, side, back, side. Good. Let's show this one from the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. We have front, side, back, side. Really push it. Again. Sharp movements with the hips. Good. Okay, awesome. Let's flip it around. Now again, ladies, if you're having a little bit of trouble with the side grind, feel free, rewind, go through it really slow. Really practice rolling through the foot and the hip. Again, your knees have to be bent. Lift up that heel, push up with the hip, and sit down. Again, the same thing with ticking. You really want to be sharp and forceful with your hip movements. So instead of the circular grind where you're smooth and fluid, you really want to push it front, push it side, back, side, front. Okay, I think you guys got it. If not, again, please rewind. Feel free to go through every movement very slowly so you get that fluid feel. So let's try it full out. Starting with the side grind. 6, 5, 6, 7, and use your hands too. Bring your hands up. All the hands we used in the beginning. You really want to feel it. Now let's tick. Okay, you guys did awesome. Good job. Again, that completes the grinding section.